Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the campaign for Saiyan Day that has come for 2024. Now there is pretty good stuff with the Saiyan Day. There's actually a decent chunk of content spread out over the next 2 weeks. Starting from today, of course, the big news is the banner and everything, but there's plenty of nice, interesting content to kind of get to grips with. So firstly, we have the login bonus, of course, an initial bonus of pretty sizable stones, 12, plus obviously stones of the course in the next 2 weeks, leading to login stones of 26. Then we have the mission rewards, 33 in total, 15 of which come from the daily missions, and 18 which comes from the actual missions themselves. Nothing too crazy here. You have some requirements to use a couple of Vegeta characters and to use pure Saiyan characters on teams, but there's nothing too crazy here. Most of these will be accomplished simply by completing the events from the campaign, and you should be pretty good to go. Now, next, that you kind of want to take a look at, obviously, the events that have come out today specifically, not too many. But over the course of the next 2 weeks, we should have a decent chunk of content. You can find the missions, by the way, under the King Kai tab, all pretty straightforward. Now, after these missions, essentially right now we don't have too much crazy stuff going on. You've got the Dokkan event, obviously, for Awakening Vegeta. You've got some SBR and ESBR stages. You've got some Fighting Legend Vegeta missions. You've got Inevitable Showdown. A lot of these, I guess veteran players will burn through in the first day, but it's a decent chunk of content for the vast majority of people. As you can see, the Inevitable Showdown missions that we have, these are some missions added into Red Zone. We then also obviously have the new banner that's come out, the new Dokkan event, which you'll need to complete to farm Vegeta, Super Battle Road, and Extreme Super Battle Road. And we have 2 new missions for Fighting Legend Vegeta, so a decent chunk of content for sure. We then also have on Thursday Burst Mode coming, and we have the first ever Super EZA coming, which is super duper interesting. And then of course as well, we also have some reopening of events, but more importantly, continued, we also actually have quite a bit more extra content. So on Monday next week, we'll be receiving an IDBH, along also with Super Vegeta. We'll also be receiving some Sub EZAs on Thursday as well. And on top of that, we'll have a World Tournament on Friday. So a lot of content coming kind of closer to the weekend time, which is fine. I think for the most part, a lot of people probably want to partake in that content. I think it's understandably so. But yeah, it's definitely a decent chunk of things to do. Right now, though, on Global, the biggest thing you're going to do is grind the Dokkan event, the brand new one, of course. Then you also have the ESBR and SBR. Both of them seem pretty interesting, but I wouldn't say they seem, too hard, although they could be a lot of fun. Then, on top of that as well, right now, you have the Inevitable Showdown missions, and that's kind of it. Fighting Legend Vegeta, but nothing more in terms of challenge content that you can kind of go out and do. There's no story events or anything to expend your stamina, so you're free to just go farm the Dokkan event medals and then push on from there. Of course, eventually on Thursday we'll be getting a burst mode. We will also be receiving the first batch of Sub EZAs, and we'll just be getting a whole bunch of super interesting content with the Super EZA as well. So that's going to be super interesting. Beside from that, pretty much done. Obviously, the World Tournament will come out on Friday, so that's going to be something major in itself. Friday World Tournament's always a big deal, always kind of like a big grind for everyone. And yes, there is currently the banner, which we'll do a save or summon on as well. And that's going to be it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you need any help or if there's anything you want me to cover specifically. And bye.